Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm here to give you my NXT review. Um, but before I start with that, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Um, because today is Mother's Day, and the reason why I've been putting off this video so long was one, last week I fell asleep. I missed NXT, and I haven't had a chance to watch it until now. The other reason is today I went to the beach for Mother's Day, and I bought my mom an ice cream. So yeah, she said she didn't want anything big for a present, and I didn't really know Mother's Day was like today until like 6:30 yesterday, and I didn't want to make my grandmother go out and drive me around to get a gift because she had just got home because she was in traffic. So that doesn't really seem fair. So yeah, maybe I'll find something out. Maybe I'll figure something out like next week or something. But anyhow, on to NXT. Um, You're probably wondering why I haven't done an NXT review actually since in a while, because it's been a while actually since I've said I'm here to give you my review of NXT. The reason why is because I started, um, is because we usually just talked about it on the Massasoit Wrestling Corner, which you can check out by clicking up here. Um, so I figured, what's the point of talking about it twice? I just talk about it with all my friends, and that's kind of the gist of it. That's why I've stopped doing NXT reviews. But since school is over and the Massasoit Wrestling Corner is going to be on hold, um, I am going to be back doing NXT reviews again, and SmackDown and Raw and all that good stuff. I'm probably going to say this a lot today. I actually have 4 videos I have to do with today anyways. I have to do this video, the SmackDown review, the Jerry Sprinter and Too Hot for TV review, and the Renee Young Unfiltered review. I have all those 4 videos to do. I'm probably not going to do it all in that order, but it's going to be some good stuff. And I'm going to try to get it all up today or like at midnight on Monday, but we'll see what happens. But let's get to this NXT review. Um, NXT happened on May 6, 2015. We got Rich Brennan, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton on commentary. And it kicks off with Emma versus Charlotte. I actually thought this was a great way to kick it off. This is why I love NXT. It doesn't always start off with the same. It starts off with a match. I think that's how Raw, SmackDown, and all that stuff should start. You should just kick off, fight with a good. This match got like a lot of time too. It got like about, I would say, about 15 minutes. So that's how and it really got me into it. And Emma, um, is a heel now, and she doesn't do her dancing thing anymore. She doesn't come out with the bubbles. Um, she just comes out. She comes out with like these headbands now that Bailey has, and she comes out with Bailey's T-shirt on. Um, and she teases that she's gonna hand the fans some and throw them to the crowd, but she never does. I actually do like Emma as a heel. I think it could work. Um, I was thinking maybe she should get rid of the theme, but I don't really think she needs to get rid of the theme. I think the theme could still work as a heel. Um, but this was a pretty good match. Emma chop blocks Charlotte's leg and she falls off the turnbuckle, which looked sick. So Emma just starts targeting Charlotte's leg. Um, Charlotte tried to body slam Emma, but Emma got out of it and chop blocked Charlotte right in the leg. And then one six spot was Emma put Charlotte's leg like in the ropes, like and bent it back, and then she kneed her leg right then and there, and it just looked really sick. It looked like a sick spot, and Emma just really targeted Charlotte's leg, and then eventually Charlotte makes a comeback. She hits a neck breaker with a spear, but Emma kicks out, and then Emma tries to hit a roll up, but does a roll up, and Charlotte kicks out, and then this puts Emma in position for the natural selection, so Charlotte hits it for the win. And I thought it was a solid women's match. I thought it was good stuff. It was just a nice way to kick off the show with a nice match. I thought it was good. And then Bailey comes out. She helps Emma up. She gives her a hug, and then she hits the belly to belly. It's not called the Bailey to belly. It's called the belly to belly. I still don't like Bailey. Um, I just don't like a gimmick. But the only reason I watched this was because I figured it was pointless to we fast forward through it, and she just attacks Emma, and then Charlotte has to hold her back, and then they play Bailey's music. So Bailey pretty much just stole Charlotte's spotlight and attacked Emma for no reason. So yeah, you're nice. So then they play a video package for Becky Lynch. They talk about what she's gone through in her life to get to wrestling. How she started wrestling when she was 15 years old. She went to like this wrestling school in England, I believe, and she was like the youngest person there and the only woman um, at the at the school. And then she started wrestling in Japan, in England, just started traveling the world. And she says that the wrestlers that she admired growing up were the Dynamite Kid, The Rock, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then she eventually came to NXT. And when she came to NXT, she talked about how she wasn't being herself. That she just came in and wanted the admiration of the fans, but she realized she didn't really need to get the admiration of the fans, and she just started to become herself. And now she says that no, she's the most unstoppable woman on the NXT roster, and I thought that was awesome stuff. I really liked this video package. The first 15 to 20 minutes of the show were really dedicated to the women, and I really liked that. This is why I love NXT, because they give divas a chance, and I don't like to call the NXT um, woman divas. I like to call them women because they're women wrestlers, and Triple H realizes that. Um, and this is why I love NXT. So then Michael Cole interviews Kevin Owens. Michael Cole did an interview segment with the NXT champion Kevin Owens. He asked the question, "Why did you do what you did to Sami Zayn?" He just said it. He asked him if it was personal, and he says that it's personal. It was for the NXT championship because this is going to help him get a better life, and it's going to make him his it's going to provide for his family, and that's what he wants. He's just a family man that provides for his family. Um, but Michael Cole rephrases the question and asks that what if it wasn't Sami Zayn that was the champion? Would you have done the same thing? And he's like, I don't know. And he says that he feels disrespected because not when he won the NXT championship, he said that literally a minute when he walked backstage, Renee Young came up to me and asked why I did what I did to Sami Zayn. She didn't congratulate me for winning the championship. And I've been the champion 2 months, and I feel like you're disrespecting me by not doing the same thing. So Michael Cole does congratulate him, and Michael Cole wants Kevin Owens to show him respect. And Michael Cole just starts going off. He says, after everything that you and Sami Zayn been through, after you guys traveled the world together, after he was the best man at your wedding, why did you do what you did to Sami Zayn? And Kevin Owens says that he still doesn't really give him much of an answer, and he says that it's all just about the NXT Championship, and then Michael Cole thanks him for being a part of the interview, and Kevin Owens plugs his Twitter and tells Michael Cole that he enjoys what he does on Monday nights, and that was the end of the thing. I really enjoyed this interview. I thought usually Michael Cole isn't that great when it comes to interview, but I thought here he was intense and I loved it. Once he got angry at Kevin Owens, that's when I started to love it. And then we get Bo Dempsey versus Rhino. This was kind of a quick match here. Rhino just hits a big throw on Bo Dempsey, and then he hits the gore for the win. You're probably wondering why they jobbed out Bo Dempsey. The only reason I can come up with, and I think this makes sense, is because they want to hype up Rhino as this unstoppable force. So they wanted to just start quickly running through opponents. That's the reason, I think. And I think this makes more sense to do it with Bo Dempsey, a guy that Baron Corbin's beaten multiple times, because if he just went out there and squashed another jobber, it wouldn't really make Rhino look impressive. I think having him squash Bo Dempsey makes him look impressive. And he afterwards he gets on the mic and he talks about how there's two unstoppable forces on NXT, him and Baron Corbin, and he challenges Baron Corbin to to a match at NXT Takeover Unstoppable. That's what they're calling the Takeover special event this month, and I'm assuming he's going to accept, and I can't wait. I have a feeling next week, actually this week, we're going to see a face-off between Rhino and Baron Corbin, because I believe this is the final. It's either this week or next week. I don't remember which. I don't know when. I know it's on May 20th, but I think this might be the go-home show of the pay-per-view. So then Sasha Banks is backstage, and she talks about how the Fabulous Moolah was one of the greatest um, divas of all time until she came, and she talks about how even though how she respects what Becky Lynch is doing by challenging her for the NXT Women's Championship, but she says that um, she's the one that made Becky Lynch because she's the one that brought this aggressive side out of her, and she says that she's gonna prove that tonight in the contract signing. Um, I thought it was a decent promo. And then William Regal is backstage, and we see this new guy come in. I can't really. They never said his name. I don't know who this guy is, but the only thing I can really tell you about him, and I'm sorry to have to say this, but that he's black. That's the only thing I can say because yeah, that's the only thing I have to say. He kind of looked like Ezekiel Jackson to me. And that's what I just have to say. But it shows him signing his contract, him going to the performance center, and he talks about how he watched all these wrestlers growing up, and he wants to become one himself, and he's seen all these wrestlers have success, like Seth Rollins, Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn, um, and he says he wants to be and now it's his time to have a success, and it just shows him training in the performance center, and then it shows him and Wheelan Regal holding up his signed contract, and it says coming soon. So I have a feeling this guy obviously is going to be a face because of the way he's being presented right now. But I guess I can't wait to see this guy. I have a feeling we'll either see him at NXT Takeover Unstoppable or at least following that. But I think this guy could be something special, but I just have to wait and see more about him. So then we got Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder versus Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore. The match never happens. The music plays, they don't come out, and we find out they've been attacked by the NXT Tag Team Champions Blake and Murphy. They attacked them backstage, and they just laid them out. I thought this was cool because it furthered the feud, and I actually am enjoying this feud, and I thought this made Blake and Murphy look pretty strong here, so I didn't mind this. It was just so simple that it was good. Um, so then Michael Cole interviews Sami Zayn, and this was good. So Michael Cole asks Sami Zayn the same question: Is this personal to him? And he says, "Yeah, that it is personal." He says that Kevin Owens made this personal the first night um, that he attacked him. And he also says that he's been a part of his childhood and he would like to know why he attacked him. And he says that he is going to be able to keep his focus on the NXT Championship because it took him a while to win that title. And he says that his focus is in check. And he says that this week, but he said next week but it's actually going to be this week because today's Sunday. He says that next week he's going to be out in the ring, and he's going to call out Kevin Owens, and he says he doesn't want to fight him because they're going to fight at TakeOver, but he says he's going to ask Kevin Owens why he attacked him. And I hope next week we finally find out why. To be honest with you, I like that they've kept it a secret this long, but I think next week might be finally be the time where Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn feud intensifies even more. Like, it's already intensified. It's going to really intensify. I have a feeling Kevin Owens is just going to go off on Sami Zayn, and I think it could be some good stuff, but we're going to have to wait and see. I actually like the interview segments this week with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn because it was something different. It's better than just them having a match or a promo, and I thought it was something new. I thought it was something different. I really enjoyed it. So now we get the next thing. We get Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks at a contract signing. Yes, a contract signing. Um, like, this just proves that the NXT women really do get the opportunity to show what they deserve. This proves that Triple H really needs to start running the main roster because he will give the divas on the main roster this kind of shine. Because how often do you see women diva wrestlers on the main roster get a contract signing? That doesn't happen very often. They usually just get match, 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 match. So I thought this is good. William Regal hosts the contract signing. Becky Lynch pretty much cuts the same promo that was in the video package about what she's gone through. She seemed like she was nervous at first, but then she really nailed it out of the park and brought me into a promo later on. So I thought that was good. And Sasha Banks then signs it. She doesn't use the pen though. She uses like a stamp that has like her name on it. I thought that was actually pretty cool. And then afterwards, Sasha Banks attacks Becky Lynch. She just bounces her head off the table, and then she stands over her and stomps her head on and puts her foot on her and says that I made you. And then she throws her over the table. She's about to continue to attack her, but then Becky Lynch gets her in that armbar again, and Sasha Banks is just tapping out, and then she lets go, and Becky Lynch looks really strong here, and I thought this was good stuff. I really liked it. It was amazing stuff. It was amazing. Um, Another thing that I really liked about this is Becky Lynch obviously is going to be. I think Becky. I don't know if Becky Lynch has turned face. I think that she's just more face than Sasha Banks. Um, I mean, I wouldn't complain if she was face because it seems like that she's face. But I think they don't. They don't want. They don't want it to have it be heel versus heel, so they want Becky Lynch to be the face because I think Sasha Banks is more face if that makes sense. But yeah, I thought this was a good segment. So then Alex Riley sends like a video message of himself talking about how he's taking all of these risks, like attacking the Miz and finally freeing himself of Miz when he left commentary so he can wrestle and get his hands on Kevin Owens. And he says that these risks might not be worth it. And he talks about how he watched the NXT show back last week, and he says that people were chanting "Thank you, Owens, for doing that to Alex Riley." And he says that you guys don't want to see Alex Riley. Well, you're not going to see Alex Riley for a long time because he's going to get knee surgery. And I thought this was a good stuff. I have a feeling Alex Riley will come back and he'll turn heel. And I think that would be pretty good stuff because I did like his heel work when he was with The Miz. And I think that should be pretty cool. So then Dana Brooke gets interviewed. And she cuts a promo talking about, because they've been playing this commercial called Tough or something like that. It's like this gym commercial that Charlotte's in. And she said that she should have been in that commercial because she's the total diva. And she just pretty much talks trash about Charlotte. Says that she's going to send her off of NXT. And I have a feeling now they're going to finally do the feud with Charlotte and Dana Brooke. And I think that could be a pretty good feud. And that's gonna, and me and James have been talking about this. And James, by the way, is from the Massasoit Wrestling Corner. But me and him, he's been saying that this is gonna be Charlotte's final feud on NXT, and I totally agree with them. And it looks like they're gonna go in that direction now, so I think that should be good. And then we get Tyler Breeze versus Hideo Itami in the main event, and Finn Balor's sitting out there just watching the match. And this match was really good. I don't think this is the best match they've had, but I thought it was a pretty good match. Hideo Itami keeps trying to kick Tyler Breeze, but since they fought so many times, Tyler Breeze knows when these kicks are coming, so he just keeps ducking them. And then eventually he just kicks him right in the ribs, which was awesome. And then Hideo Itami just really takes control. One point he takes his knee pad off and he acts like he's going to knee Tyler Breeze right in the face. And then he just jumps over him and kicks him right in the face. I thought that was cool. And then Tyler Breeze dominates Hideo Itami for a while. Then Hideo Itami starts to make a comeback. He goes off the top rope and does a clothesline. And then Hideo Itami gets out of the ring because Tyler Breeze escapes when Itami tried to hit a running boot into the corner. And then he hits a running boot on the outside. He tries to hit Breeze, but he accidentally hits Finn Balor, breaking the guardrail. And then Tyler Breeze tries to hit a beauty shot, but Hideo Itami ducks and hits a running drop kick on Breeze for the win. And then afterwards, he says sorry to Finn Balor. And then Tyler Breeze attacks him from behind. Finn Balor comes in and saves Itami. He helps Itami up. Then Tyler Breeze hits a beauty shot super kick on Finn Balor, and then a beauty shot on the no wait, he hits a supermodel super kick on the Finn Balor, and then he hits a beauty shot on Hideo Itami, and then the show ends with Tyler Breeze standing tall, and that was the end of NXT. Amazing show here. If I had to rate it from 1 out of 10, I give it a 10 out of 10 because I just thought everything was really solid. I thought everything was really good. They did some new stuff this week with the interviews with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and I'm really looking forward to the NXT Takeover special. I can't wait to see that. Um, and that's pretty much it, guys. So if you want to leave your thoughts and comments on this week's NXT down below, then you can feel free to do so. And I'll be back later on today to give you the other videos that I have to do today. And then that's pretty much it, guys. And you can click down on the right here to subscribe to my channel. And that's pretty much it, guys. See you later.